Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's free to midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
Right back to him on first down. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now they'll change things up. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Right after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. On first down, Glass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And now they'll throw it with McCarron. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. And now an audible here into something else. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Glass. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. McCarron. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run on first down. Glass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And he fires one incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is McCarron. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ken Walker, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 3rd and 14. On play action, it's McCarron. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their... And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st down, Glass. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. On 2nd down now, Glass. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Another run for Gibbs here.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Roll, at the 32-yard line. 19, Tiger, trap alert, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
129 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
On 2nd down. Glass.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, McCarron.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. 2nd down and a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Glass. And maybe a measure measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now they'll shift things around.
On third down, Glass. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11.
Here's McCarron to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Again, it's Walker.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 3rd and 3. Running left is Walker. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tiger. Hey, check that. Street. Hey.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
60 Eagles.
And going right back to Walker.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Broncos. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Now it's McCarron off play action.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they'll go play action with McCarron. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down now. Glass. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's McCarron.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one.
There's Laporta. He's got it, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They fake the give. Now McCarron going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And again, it's McCarron. And his throw here is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. McCarron now to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's McCarron. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Down to about the 23.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. McCarron to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Hey, smash Broncos! Ready?
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
70, Wolf. Three.
Walker with another carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Cowboy 80. Go check.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Alert.
Straight ahead, Walker. And fights through one man. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, let's go.
Now McCarron. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.